Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the NANICAST. Things look a little different for our YouTube viewers.
They do.
For this
We're all
episode.
over the place.
You're over there.
I know.
I'm over here. On the video, it looks like we're in two completely different rooms, but I promise we are in the same location.
We are. This is obviously the live portion of the NANICAST. I say portion, episode. Whether that's going to be ever happening again is to be decided. But this was a subathon goal from the Shwabadi and Conquest subathon that happened for 9 days. Ruined us both physically and mentally. But this was one of the rewards, was to do this live on the Twitch channel. So here we are.
Yeah,
we're
gonna see how this goes.
Yeah,
it's all a little bit funky.
Marvin's been working extra hard to get this.
Thank you, Marvin, the technician / producer, for setting this up. Yeah, but obviously you guys on YouTube, you can see the chat, and for those even without the visuals, I will be responding to some of the chat messages, and we can use them for questions and talking points. So, without further ado,
talking points. I have some of them.
For us. He has something for us.
I have some of them. Well, firstly, the subathon. That was a thing that we did.
The subathon was mad. You said 9 days. I think technically it was like almost 10.
Yeah, it was nearly 10.
Like we took a day off in the middle because we went to an event, so it stretched over 11 days. We were streaming for like 9 3/4. So I'm saying 10 days.
Yeah.
And it was hell. And it took me almost the entire week after we stopped the stream to recover from streaming for like 10 days.
Yeah, I still don't think I've recovered fully.
Yeah,
like, it was a large mental and physical toll. More than either of us expected, because we didn't think we were going to be going for that long.
No, I thought, like, my optimistic, like, I thought 3 days was like our maximum.
5 days for me was definitely sort of up there.
Yeah.
Of like, oh yeah, this is a long one, this is. And then it just got out of hand.
Yeah.
Very out of hand.
I remember you asking me, should we set a cap on this?
Yeah.
Like, why? I'm like, we're not going to stream that long.
No.
9 days later.
9 days later. And it seemingly would have never ended had we not made some changes.
Oh yeah, we actually we made changes towards the end, so subs weren't worth as much. We were trying to discourage people from subbing because we'd locked ourselves into this hell. But eventually we got out of it. But yeah, I got so stressed, my hair fell out.
Yeah, all gone.
Yeah, video viewers, you are seeing a bald Shwabadi. Of course, I've been doing reaction videos and stuff, so y'all have probably seen this. It's still new to me. Like, I've been bald, like, just over a week now?
Yeah.
And every time I see myself in the mirror, it's still a little bit of a shock.
You merely adapted to the baldness. I was born in it.
That's not even true. Didn't you go bald, like, a few years ago?
Yeah, it was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bolder than you.
Yeah, I had very long hair. I had longer hair than you.
Yeah.
At one point.
I'm glad we've both had our I'm glad we've both had our like long hair into baldness phase.
Yeah, it's
cool.
It's gonna surprise me if you go back, because you know what they say. Once you go bald, you never go back.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
I don't know if that's what they say.
That is what they say.
I will admit that I'm enjoying. But I use the word baldness in quotation marks because neither of us are and have never been bald.
No.
Like, Game Boy Jones is bald.
Is bald, yeah.
Like, dude shaves his head with a razor, you know what I mean? Nem is bald. These are real bald people. I don't want to take this term away from the people who, you know, really represent what it means to be bald. The skinheads. Not like, you know what I mean? But yeah, having a shaved head it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I gotta lie to you.
Doesn't get in the way.
Yeah.
It's easy to wash. It takes no time to dry.
Nope.
It's just a quality of life improvement.
It might be. It's definitely
anything.
Yeah. It's like a patch update.
Yeah.
Quality of life improvement. It does take away one of my sort of visual accessories though. And you know what I'm like for accessorizing.
But you can add an accessory now, which is hats.
Well, I could always wear hats.
But now you have to.
Now you have no choice.
Well, it doesn't really take away, because you could still wear any headwear that you wanted. Because what did you really do with your hair otherwise? Dye it blonde. You could still do that.
Do you think this would look weird bleached?
You could shady it up.
Go full Slim Shady.
Schwab Shady.
I don't know. I'm gonna try some things as it grows back out. I'm gonna try some things, see if I like it. Experiment.
You were talking about getting a fade.
I can get a fade, yeah. When was the last time I could get a fade? Never.
Didn't you get? I'd swear you had one because you had this sort of short.
It was sort of like an undercut.
Yeah.
But yeah, not like a proper.
Nah.
I can get DPS's haircut.
You can get the sklit.
Yeah. The what?
The sklit.
Not that. I don't know what that is, and I don't want it.
You get the thing where they run through the eyebrow and then it goes
through the
down.
eyebrow into the line of the hair.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
The possibilities are endless. But another thing we did is through the subathon, as you mentioned, we did have to take a break because we got invited, or you got invited, I tagged along, to the Crunchyroll event.
Yeah, the Crunchyroll Supercharged London event, which was fun. They premiered the first episode of Chainsaw Man. We did a little networking. Ate some really fucking good food.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus,
the scallops.
The pork. I had like 6 little pork things.
I had like 5 of the scallops on the sticks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It got to the point where we were all just like keeping our toothpicks. And then we just, because we knew we were going to have more food. Yeah.
You felt so bougie. So such a celebrity when people are walking around with platters offering you them and you're just, yes, thank you. Anime.
Glass of wine in your hands.
Yeah.
Like, they had like a cocktail.
You were actually drinking wine, weren't you?
Yeah, I was drinking. I had 2 glasses of wine.
How fucking bougie, man.
I know. It was a proper little play because we were looking at it on the map, and I was like, "Oh, it says the place that we're going to is a pub.
Yeah,
that can't be right. Like, there's no way.
It was just listed as like pub/venue. Yeah, but then you get there and it's like
it is a pub/venue.
It was very nice.
It was very nice. Had a nice little back door area. It looked like it was like a converted like train tunnel. You know how they have the old train tunnels where they knock them in and then they brick them up and then they make little places out of them. You could actually hear the running trains.
Yeah, it was like halfway through the Chainsaw Man episode and you just hear a train going overhead. Like,
4D.
4D audio. That was crazy though.
But yeah, it was very good actually. They didn't premiere, but they like went over, or they did like a presentation where they went over all the new shows that were coming to the fall season of Crunchyroll. So you had like Mob Psycho, Blue Lock, which looked interesting.
Like
Spy Family Part 2.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 1.5.
It's part 2 of the first season. Which
okay.
Drives me insane, dude. Like this season part 1, season 1 part 2.
Yeah.
Like, it just drives me mental because it's such an arbitrary labeling system.
Yeah.
Just call it season 1 and 2. Nothing changes if you call it season 1 and 2.
I think it's because there's something in calling something a different season that makes people think that it's going to be like an entirely different storyline.
Yeah.
Whereas I think like the characters are still the same, the overarching story is still the same, so it still feels like the same season because I feel like not enough is changing for it to be like a season 2 to me would be like Anya is older now.
Right.
Anya
like
is
there's
going
a time
to primary
skip, there's
school.
a different
Okay. You know, whereas like season 1.5 she's still 6 or whatever she is. Like, you know, I feel like not enough is changing within those seasons.
No, I do get that. It's just there's something annoying about the labeling system, even so.
Yeah.
But.
Also, they generally want to get away from lots of seasons, don't they? So I guess like shortening them makes sense to not do that. If you have a 1.5, then you're not going to have a 3 as quickly.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah. But Blue Lock as well. That was on
Blue Lock's cool. Have you watched any of that yet?
No.
I've watched the first 2 episodes, and it's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's like an anti-shonen. Like it beats a lot of the shonen tropes. You know, the whole like teamwork, friendship type shit. And it's just like no. You will be on your own, or you will die. It's like what? You will fight for your life here. And it's like I thought we were just playing football. It's pretty good so far, though.
Yeah, I really thought because they have like the chains around their like neck and stuff. Or
oh yeah, that's just like a visual metaphor because I saw that and thought it was gonna be like a Squid Game.
Yeah.
Like if you get knocked out, your head explodes.
Yeah, you just die.
Yeah.
Like you're taken off.
But no, they just have to leave the program.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So it's not like you're first on at the Comedy Store and they just
no. It gets intense though.
Yeah.
It gets intense though. In the first 2 episodes. I'm really enjoying it so far. I like sports animes. There's just like I don't know, a weird barrier of entry for me. Like Haikyuu is the only sports anime so far where I've made it past like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
And I love Haikyuu. All the rest I've watched and I'm like, Kuroko no Basket. I'm like, it's cool. Nothing brought me back. I don't know what it is.
If you like basketball,
maybe, but I didn't like. What is it? Volleyball? Why did I forget what the sport was called? I didn't like volleyball. I didn't know a fucking thing about volleyball, and then I was super into Haikyuu.
True.
So, I don't know what it is.
It might be. I feel like with Kokoro no Basket, to me, the art style and the sort of themes feel a lot more serious, whereas the kind of art style and themes for Haikyuu felt a little more fun and like playful a lot of the time, which kind of I think made it a bit more engaging rather than this like big stoic man. Like
that makes sense.
I know he's probably like 14 in Kuroko, but he looks 36. Like he does just look like a bloke, which I think probably makes it a little bit less accessible to a younger audience, and B, an audience that don't really care for that and just want something actually like fun to watch, which is primarily what anime is for. Yeah, I think like the comedy and the lightheartedness lets me get into it because like I don't know, it feels like the stakes are lower, and for some reason that allows me to get into it better. Yeah, exactly. It's less stressful.
Yeah,
you don't want to be stressed out. Season 3 did stress me out. But by that point, you're already engaged.
You're already locked in. Yeah. I was going to say something else about the new fall anime that was coming out.
There's one that we'll definitely talk about.
What?
Oh, the one we always talk about.
Oh, we've already mentioned it though.
Well, we mentioned it in passing.
I thought we can only mention Chainsaw Man once per episode.
This is the Chainsaw Man fan podcast.
Oh yeah, I forgot. If y'all don't, I'm so sorry. If y'all aren't in a Chainsaw Man, like this podcast, like is nothing for you because.
What are you doing? Well, first of all, what are you doing?
First of all, yeah, get a grip, grow up.
Exactly, it's just so good. But what was the other one that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I was just trying to remember what was coming out. There's like
Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho. I haven't watched the second season. But that looks exciting. Pop Team Epic. I've heard of this. The clips that have been coming out on Twitter are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I saw one that I sent to you, and I was like, "What is this?"
I need to sit down and watch the full thing again because the first season was fucking hilarious. And there's nothing quite like it.
No, it looks like Dora the Explorer meets fucking that robot chicken. It's like Dora the Explorer meets Robot Chicken.
It's a little like slightly surrealist humor, and it's just fucking good. Like there hasn't been like something that ticks like my humor boxes quite like that since sort of like Bobobo, which I watched as a kid. So excited for season 2. I'm gonna get into that soon.
Yeah.
But yes, I suppose we should begin the mandatory Chainsaw Man segment.
It's so good.
It's incredible.
It's so good.
There's only 2 episodes out, right?
Yeah, 2 episodes.
I'm so good.
Like,
as a manga reader, I'm there to see the characters come to life, their personalities re-explored, see the story. It's incredible seeing it in motion. The soundtrack is awesome. But even if you've never read the manga, like I can't imagine watching Chainsaw Man as an anime for the first time without seeing the manga. Like it would blow my mind. It's so good so far.
Yeah. No, for real. I definitely would like to have experienced it just as an anime.
Yeah.
Just because I like seeing it now. It's like, oh, this is like really good. Like that would have been good. But I don't know. While I'm watching it, I tend to just be forgetting that I've read the manga a lot of the time because there's so many. It's such a different experience when you're watching it. Yeah. Like say live and
even like the pacing of everything's obviously different because. It's the pace set by the animators. Yeah. Whereas like when you're reading, you just go through as quickly as you read kind of thing. So it's having like the first arc explored a little slower than I'd originally read it. I think gives me more of a appreciation for some of the character interactions, which are like my favorite part of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. So. Like the nut scene is impeccable.
So
one of the funniest things I've seen. One of the funniest things I've seen in an anime in years.
And it's like, such a fucking good scene to establish the characters' relationship with each other.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But yeah, and then we've had like the main 4 introduced overall now. So it's going to be the sort of like now drip feeding the specific arc characters that are all very, very good.
I cannot wait for some of these side characters.
Yeah. They're so good. Some of them are in the opening.
Yeah.
Like if you really like take a look at the opening and like pause on each like part, you can see sort of all the other characters dotted around. Some of them are just flashed by. There's 3 of them in the movie theater part where they're all sat in the movie theater, all like lined up in the back.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, it's you. Just look at you in the back.
There was a scene like you weren't. We did like a watch party with me and a few friends for the first episode when it came out again. And when we went to the Crunchyroll event, they didn't show us the opening.
No, the opening.
So when the opening started in this watch party, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, I haven't actually seen this. We, as a group, might have ran back the opening 7 times. We were geeking so hard because we were all manga readers. We love the characters, like going through and spotting in the background, like, yo, it's them. Oh, it's there. Whoa, this scene. It's so fire. Yeah. The opening, the song is lit. I fucking love that song.
Yeah, straight playlist.
And the animation is just...
Oh yeah, the animation's really good as well, and like the whole sequencing of it, like it's just fun, and like it's exactly what you expect. And there's like even the opening has you laughing. Yeah. With like the fucking when Makima has Denji on a leash in the background of the beach. Yeah, it just zooms in on him afterwards. It's like we fucking see.
It's incredible. Like the sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like it's so like spot on to like the series itself. Like. And they've worked it into the openings and the endings as well. So I heard about this when they were announcing it, that Chainsaw Man is 12 episodes, the first season, and it has 12 different endings. Episode 1 didn't have any animation in the ending, so I was like, oh, okay. They're just different songs. They're not actually different animated endings. Episode 2 had a fully animated ending. Yeah. So going forward, are they all going to be animated? Is just here and there going to be animated? I'm not sure, but the second episode ending was so fucking good. Yeah. Like the song was awesome and the animation was fire. I just love it.
This is really like subtle sort of movements with each sort of person that was sort of introduced. Yeah. My favorite character is Power and will be forever Power.
Yes.
That's undisputable.
We love Power. In this house, we love Power.
We do. The opening did us so well.
Oh, yeah.
It did us so well. And then this second episode did us so well as well. Like, she's just great. She's fantastic, and I will not take any other opinion or evidence.
The level that I was flabbergasted, right? The level of shock that I was in when I finished Chainsaw Man and found that people didn't like Power.
Yeah.
I was like, are you out of your fucking mind?
I don't know how.
Did you read the same story as me?
I don't know how. Like, yes, she's obnoxious. Yes, she doesn't bath. Yes, she's racist. But come on. Look at her. She's so adorable.
No. I can forgive racism. You can forgive racism?
You can forgive racism.
She is incredible, though.
She's
incredibly well characterized. Yeah. So fucking funny and fits in the cast perfectly. Oh my god, I cannot wait for these characters to go on their silly little adventures. Anyway. There's not much more we can say without giving spoilers because we're only up to episode 2.
Exactly, so we can't even really talk about what's happened or anything like that because nothing really has happened other than what you would read in the first manga anyway. Yeah. But Chainsaw Man Tuesdays are real.
Chainsaw Man Tuesdays are incredible. Okay, first of all, the manga, new episodes of the manga come out on Tuesday. So boom, Chainsaw Man Part 2, we're reading that. Chainsaw Man episodes come out on the Tuesday, so immediately after we get together, we all watch that as a group. And it's Cheeky Tuesdays on Just Eat, so we can order a pizza and get 20% off. Brilliant. This is not a paid advertisement, but Just Eat, if you want to hit me up, I'm a big fan of your services.
It is quite the time. It's
quite the combo.
Alive, yeah. It's fantastic.
So very exciting, very exciting. Anyway, that's our Chainsaw Man segment. For those that aren't into Chainsaw Man, first of all, get a grip.
Might just be the anime segment because I mean, going from the Crunchyroll thing, that explained everything that was sort of coming out.
I've got to say, I'm excited about anime for probably the first time in a while.
Yeah,
I've been indifferent to seasonal anime for the last year or so, except for Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. When that was in the latter episodes of the first season, I was very excited about that. But other than that, I've really not been that excited for anime in a few years.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am now excited for anime again.
There was a lull. There was definitely a lull. I mean, it was like new My Hero. Woo!
Yeah.
And how are they going to fuck up the second season of this show? And they did both times with two different shows.
Maybe the last like 2 years, I just haven't been able to really make myself care about anything that's coming out. I don't care about the big running shonens like My Hero and Black Clover. None of the new series really grip me, except for Jujutsu Kaisen. So it was just, it was like even Attack on Titan approaching its finale. Yeah. Except that wasn't the final season. The real final season was this one, except this is just part 1 of the final season. The real final season is... It's like, come on, man.
I mean, I'm glad they aren't rushing it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Fair enough.
Stop calling it the final season. It's not. It's just not. You're lying.
Oh, but yeah. Excited to be excited about anime.
Yeah. I mean, there's Bleach as well, but neither of us will have watched that.
You know what? I've actually I did watch the
Did you
first
watch the
episode
first
of the new
episode of
thing.
Bleach, yeah.
Just because, it's new, it's exciting. I've only finished like the first 2 arcs maybe of Bleach manga.
But it's that far ahead, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
it really, nothing meant anything to me.
No.
But the animation looks cool. And it is sort of, now that it's airing again and it's a topic, it's making me kind of want to get into Bleach. So I think I will pick up the manga again and start reading through.
Definitely, for me, I've spoke about this before. I am terrified of it doing really well, because then Disney's just going to buy a load of anime and it's going to make me upset.
True.
It's going to make me very upset if somehow like anime becomes the next Marvel.
Yeah, if Disney just acquire
Disney-fied.
Every nerdy property.
Yeah, and I would hate that internally.
I would hate that externally.
Yeah. Morally,
that would fucking suck, bro.
Suck.
I am very, very tired of large corporations.
Yeah.
I'm just exhausted by the massive conglomerates purchasing everything.
And the annoying thing is I watched like a couple of YouTube videos on this, and it's like the only reason Crunchyroll like really lost out on the bid for Bleach, because obviously they were in it as well, was because they kind of blew a load of money on things like Promised Neverland that tanked, and other IPs that just did not do well. So they I mean, and also it's Disney, so they probably just could have gone, another $1 million. Like, we'll match another $1 million. They're never gonna win. They're never gonna win.
Yeah, you don't outbid Disney. I feel like on this.
But they work. Are they still doing that thing where the Crunchyroll is combining with Funimation?
Yeah, those guys are combining into sort of like some sort of bigger anime streaming thing.
Which I like. I fucking hate the TV channel bullshit that's happening right now with streaming services. You've got fucking Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, fucking so many, like HBO Max, all these other ones. Even in the UK, you've got like ITV and BBC and all their fucking separate ones as well.
We've talked about this before, how like streaming reached like a peak of ease of use, right? It reached like the peak point of just like it's so much better than traditional broadcast now, because everything's in one place. There's the digital tools that help you access things way easier, and now it's gone the complete opposite way. It's because everything has their own exclusive series.
Back to where it was.
You have to pay all these different subscriptions.
Exactly. That's what and it's actually worse because you have to pay. Before you had a load of separate channels that were all under one bracket of TV, which is like,
if you get your Sky package and you get all these channels, right?
Or you get whatever cable package that you got in the US. But now, imagine you had that, but you had to pay for each individual channel. You had to pay for Boomerang, you had to pay for Cartoon Network, you had to pay for
the Disney Channel,
HBO, and each separate Disney channel. And they're all fucking like $12.99 a month.
Yeah, they're not even cheap.
No, they're not cheap. So it's just completely gone it's anti-consumerist.
Yeah,
it just is, and it's shit. And so Crunchyroll and Funimation combining and becoming a one-stop shop for all your anime. I like that.
I'm of two minds, because on one hand I like that it makes these dubs that Funimation have exclusively, the stuff that Crunchyroll has exclusively that they've licensed. It makes all that way more accessible without, upping the price. But I'm obviously against the idea of the conglomerate, everything falling under one umbrella, monopoly type shit. I want there to be a middle ground where everything is accessible and you don't have to, pay out the arse to access everything, but it's not, one massive corporation owning everything and running it. So, I don't know. We'll see how that goes, because I think they're talking about acquiring and incorporating more anime-based sort of distributors as well. So
yeah, I mean, it started to go that way when Netflix started doing the originals. That was when it started to go that way, because then they had a bunch of stuff that no one else could have.
It reminds me of the console wars.
Yeah.
Right? Them pushing their exclusive titles to try and sell their system.
Yeah.
And that was always annoying, like growing up deciding whether I had to buy a PlayStation or Xbox type shit, right? But now it's that, except there's like 13 different ones.
At least with the console wars, there were like
there was like two big ones.
2 or 3. There was Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Yeah. Those were the 3. Maybe you throw PC in there as well.
Sure.
But really that was kind of its own gamble. Like people, if you played PC, you didn't care about the consoles.
Yeah.
Like, so it didn't matter to you. So yeah, at least there was only like sort of 3 big ones that were kind of going about. Now, with essentially a console wars in TV and media, it's like 17 different people all competing for their own like things, and it's just it's tiresome.
Anti-consumer is like very, very accurate. It's just, it makes it so much more difficult to be a fan of these things.
And this is the thing, I don't care because I don't watch television. I don't actually care. The reason I'm starting to care now is because Disney have bought Bleach. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, give it back. Yeah. Give it back. No.
Keep your grubby hands off my anime.
Exactly.
You mouse.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, exciting times and worrying times, hey?
Yeah.
Same as usual. Hey, I'm about to crack this open.
Oh.
I bought myself a little bottle. He wasn't expecting the wine to pop out.
I didn't even know it was there.
Oh, I keep that thing on me.
Oh my god.
That was a loud sound.
I can't believe Shwabadi is broadcasting his alcohol problem.
I do not have an alcohol problem.
In his goblet.
As any refined man would, I am drinking wine out of my goblet.
You fucking...
Ooh, ASMR section? Is this a new mainstay for the podcast? I did make a nice glug glug.
You can tell he's been watching fucking Lord of the Rings shite, can't you? House of the Dragon shite.
I haven't even been watching House of the Dragon. I have just finished Rings of Power recently, though. The first season's over. Not worth it.
Why have Rings of Power when you can have one power? Chainsaw Man power. The better power. So now that we've spoke about anime, we can go over to the trending tab.
What is the trending tab this week?
The trending tab this week is Overwatch 2.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Not surprised.
No.
Did you see, within a week of the game being out, they had managed to source the very high quality models of all of the female characters?
Yes, I did.
I wonder what zany animations they'll make with those.
Diva Champ. Taking her rightful place at the top.
Yeah, she's back on it.
She is back.
So funny.
Widowmaker up there.
Mercy.
Tracer, Mercy. Oh god, the Mercy ones. Jesus.
Listen, and if y'all don't know what we're talking about, good.
Yeah.
Keep it that way.
Yeah. The new ones are getting some action as well.
Oh, aye, Kiriko.
Yeah, Kiriko, yeah.
Very good.
Making a splash onto the scene.
A big debut. Obviously, we've both been playing Overwatch a little bit, me more than you.
Yes, because you play competitively, because you're a stinky little gamer.
Competitively. I play ranked mode. It's like, I'm not good.
No.
I love the rush of being a tank in this game. Oh my god. Overwatch 1, I don't know if you played Overwatch at all, the first one.
Barely.
I loved Overwatch 1 for the first year or so that it was out. As the meta evolved, it got so fucking boring.
Yeah.
Because the meta was tanks, lots of health, armor, high healing.
Yeah.
It was like there was a point where you'd go into a comp match and you'd be playing 3 tanks and 3 supports. It's like, where's the like shooter gameplay.
Yeah.
And it was just fucking so dull, especially watching it professional level, Overwatch League and like the Overwatch World Cup. It was so fucking dull. It's just tanks headbutting each other for half an hour. And Overwatch 2, they've made a lot of change. Like, let's be real. It's essentially the same game with some minor changes. But the changes that they have introduced, I am a big fan of. They've changed it so you can only have up to one tank on a team now. Damage is increased. Healing is increased. It's a lot faster paced. It just feels more fun to play. It's more exciting. And I like that. I haven't been into like gaming really much recently. No. Like I've played a bit of Rocket League last year. I played a bit of League of Legends earlier this year. But now like Overwatch, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember what it feels like to be a gamer.
Yeah, and the thing with Overwatch 2 and like the whole, they didn't even change anything. Like, basically, people weren't around for StarCraft. That's basically what it is. Like, I think people forgot that it's a Blizzard game.
Yeah.
I think people forgot that the sequels in Blizzard games are often just the same game, but better quality with some improvements.
Yeah.
Like, StarCraft 1 is essentially pretty similar to StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Like, even the Diablo games, 1, 2, 3, and 4, obviously there's vast changes between, level design and story and quality, but, 2 and 3 are... They're the same idea.
Yeah.
They're very much the same idea. Obviously, the quality increase was massive, but there's probably going to be much less of a difference between what Diablo 3 was and what Diablo 4 will be.
Yeah. And I think as well, there's so much shit that you can give Activision Blizzard, like in general. They have so many things to talk about.
Yeah, they really
negative things.
Yeah.
Re-releasing their game and making it free and better. Not really one of them, you know what I mean?
Not one of them.
No. Like, yeah, it was, to be fair, for a AAA developer, it was a bit of a shambolic release.
Yeah.
The game took forever to get into. Servers were awful. They, after a week, had to remove 2 of the characters from the game entirely because they were so busted.
Yeah.
But, that said, the actual action that they took is like...
Yeah. Which, also, if you're a Blizzard fan... is not unknown.
No, it's not surprising at all. I was
release...
fully expecting Overwatch 2's release to be diabolical, and it was. So
as anyone that's played any World of Warcraft expansion, me having played nearly all of them on launch, shambolic servers that I just don't know how they haven't got a grasp of servers yet.
Yeah.
Like, without fail, something crashes. It doesn't matter how many... Like, there is a drastically... much less people playing these games than there was 10 years ago, and yet the servers are still crashing.
Yeah,
and I don't get it. But yeah, it's not uncommon for them to do this. So yeah, I don't know why it's 2. Why is it called 2? Because it is.
Because I don't know. It's the second one.
It's like, the second one. Yeah, like I don't know why people want it, but no, I like the formatting of it, so you can't just have, like you were saying, 3 tanks, 3 supports.
Yeah.
You have to have damage. I like the sectioning off of like tanks and DPS and support. I feel like there should be a competitive mode that has all availability.
There is.
Is there?
There is, yeah.
Like a ranked system.
There are 2 ranked queues that you can go into. There's the roll queue, and then there's the flex queue where you can pick whatever.
I see. Well, there you go then. That's my problem sorted.
There you go. They did it.
Mind. Yeah, they did it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of this though, because when I got in, it immediately... When I joined Overwatch the first time, I almost didn't know what to do.
Right.
Because I went in and I was like, oh, it's a shooter game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a shooter. I'm going to be a DPS. I'm going to play Soldier 76.
Yeah, I'm going to play Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, I'm going to play Call of Duty. And I did that, and I was shit at it. Because I didn't know what anything did. I was shooting a giant gorilla that was smacking me in the face. And then when the man with the hammer clonked me on the back of the head, I was like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what's happening. And it just, I think it just confused me. Because I went into it with this FPS mentality and it also didn't direct me in any other direction
for sure
to it not being like a general FPS. But when I've gone into Overwatch 2, after not really playing Overwatch 1, I instantly knew, okay, this is my role, this is what I'm doing with this character, this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And, you know, like the fucking bottom I am, I have become support again.
Right, makes sense. Yeah.
Just like I did in League of Legends. Because
I am a tank man, just for whatever you think that means. I'm just going to leave that up to you.
Yeah, so like League of Legends, I wasn't very confident in all-out going in like ability to, you know, deal damage with skills and stuff, so I was never really that good in mid lane.
Yeah.
The places I excelled at were weak side top lane and support, because I was just good at being that sort of mitigator of damage, the slow kind of driving force, and you know, I don't even really like playing enchanters. I prefer playing like Leona, Nautilus, like against someone
who's going to engage,
who can engage and sort of make picks happen, like make plays happen, let everyone else sort of do the work with your initial play.
Yeah, we're gamers. We play games. You know what I mean? I feel like this is our first discussion about games.
Yeah,
on this
it really
show.
is.
We just never bring it up.
Yeah, I mean, nothing. This is the thing. There's just been a massive lull in games as well. There's been a lull in nerdy content that hasn't been like. Well, actually, do you know what? Yeah, there's just been a lull in nerdy content. Yeah. Like across the fucking board, it's just been dead for like nearly like 6 months or something. Like there's been no like massive movies that have really taken off that weren't like Marvel shit. You know, even I feel like the Doctor Strange movie that came out didn't really make that many waves.
I think everyone's just bored of Marvel.
I think they are.
There's so much of it. Like when like wave 2 of the MCU finished, everyone was like, it's still going?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know what wave we're supposed to be in now, but
fucking hell. Like, yeah, it just there's just been a massive lull in it. But it feels like it's coming back now with the, you know, good seasons of anime, you know, reasonably good games like Overwatch. Yep. It's picking up a little bit. But anyway, as I was saying,
sorry, chat has informed me we are in wave 4 right now.
Oh my god.
It's just how do we get here?
I don't know. I knew what to do. I didn't even necessarily take the because I really like Kiriko right now. I feel like I'm a very good Kiriko for what people have been like sort of complaining about Kiriko for, that people who play her just play her like an assassin and not a healer. Yeah. Whereas like I was playing with Afro and he was being his Reinhardt self and just diving into the fucking team.
A true Reinhardt player.
And I was keeping him alive.
Yeah.
Because Kiriko is really good at healing if you are good at aiming your heal and you just focus on that completely.
There's a few characters in the support role that people keep forgetting are support. Yeah. Because they're just like, I want to play DPS. Yeah. But the DPS queue takes too long. I'm going to queue for support. Exactly. Moira, Kiriko. People will forget to heal with those characters. They forget that there is a left click.
But I think Kiriko is a very, very good healer and can almost match people like Mercy in terms of healing. Sure. I was getting games where I was doing 10k plus healing as a Kiriko who has essentially one heal button and her E, which you need to aim and actually hit a good amount of people. And the E is very fucking useful as well, like super useful, because it can completely mitigate Diva ult, Junkrat ult, like so many just one-shot abilities.
Off of just like the first fortnight of Overwatch 2 being out, I think Kiriko strikes me as the type of character who has like a really high skill ceiling, where like if you have really good game mechanics and really good game knowledge, you can dictate an entire game with Kiriko.
Yeah, absolutely. And also her like fucking shuriken tap, like I mean it's a 2-tap ability, like, and I have got headshots on Junkrats and just took them out. But there's people who focus on that aspect because they see one shot ability and like, oh, I can kill people in one go. I get. It's like, no, you need to be very sparing with these, because you can't just keep tossing them out because they do nothing to tanks. Like they actually are like paper clips when you throw them at a tank. Yeah. But like I say, if you hit him on a Junkrat, he's going to be out of the game, like pretty much for sure straight away. So yeah. I think it was good decisions across the board with Overwatch 2. It let me, a person who didn't really like it, go in and know sort of exactly what they were doing and see success in my first few games, rather than being completely fucking trampled over by this new sort of tank meta that I know has been annoying. Yeah. But I haven't really seen the problems with it because I was just sort of in my own game.
No, it's incredible. I really like the new Overwatch. Overwatch is what got me into esports first. Like I'm very casually into esports. But there's the thing that got me into it, and I'm sort of excited to follow the Overwatch League again now. Yeah. With all these new changes, everything's gonna feel so fresh. But yeah, I think we've talked about Overwatch long enough.
Yeah.
We can move on
to League of Legends.
No!
Worlds, baby, let's go.
I have not been watching Worlds.
Nah, the West has been completely destroyed.
By the
East.
So sad.
Yeah, we're all out.
All of us?
All of us are out.
That's tough.
Yep. It was T1 RNG yesterday. T1 number 2 in the LCK and RNG number 4 in the LPL. They were 3-0 swept by T1. I say swept. RNG fought pretty hard. Okay. They shouldn't have lost that second game, but somehow T1 did T1 things.
I hope you're all enjoying this League of Legends Worlds update.
The script was written that T1 will win.
What countries still have teams in right now?
Korea, China. I think that's it.
All right, then I guess I'm a Korea fan.
Yeah.
Supporting any Korean esports endeavor feels like not really supporting at all, you know, because it's like supporting Barcelona.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're the top team, yeah. Sure. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as good as like following like Rogue or any of the NA teams.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, because you don't expect them to win, so it's more exciting.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's the same with like Chinese teams as well.
Yeah.
Like, they're just so good, it's boring.
Yeah.
Like, because you just it's gonna be it's gonna be a JDG T1 final.
Yeah.
It's actually not gonna be a JDG T1 final actually, because they're facing each other in the semi-finals, so only one of them can go through to the finals, which is actually kind of exciting because it's like the two supposedly best teams aren't facing each other in the final.
Let's move on, because I've just realized that this podcast episode currently only appeals to such a small niche of person I'm not sure exists outside of this room.
Yeah, potentially.
You have to be really into the current seasonal anime, Overwatch 2, and League of Legends esports.
Look, man.
How many of those people exist?
People just like us.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a fucking big head, haven't you? 5 episodes of the podcast, and he's like, oh, yeah. People, I don't know why I put on a Canadian accent there. What was that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never done that before. Whatever. Anyway,
you have some questions for us, I believe.
I do. I have, I think, quite some good questions. User submitted. I'm looking at this through my Shwabadi notebook, which is beautiful lined paper, nice hardback with illustrations of myself and my character body on it, available from fanfiber.com/Shwabadi. Episode 5 here. So, the question is, and this comes from Techno Tengu in my Discord server. I do read all the messages there, and there is a NANICAST channel where you can submit your questions for us. They said, if you could turn any anime into a game, like you are the lead, you are the head, you're the creative director. You can turn any anime into a game. What anime is it?
Oh god! And can I pick one that's already been done?
Well, yeah, most major animes have adaptations, but you know what I mean. Like if you choose like Demon Slayer, for example, you don't need to make it a fighting game. You know what I mean?
Oh, I want. I want a Full Metal Alchemist game.
Okay, I like that.
I want that. And I would like it to be in some sort of almost like a Diablo style. Because you could have so you could have essentially like different styles of alchemist.
Yeah.
In this sort of like hack and slash section where they have like the different abilities, and you can have like fucking, general metal ones, or you could have like a Scar where he just destroys things, or you could have a You know, the Crimson guy, the Blood one. Like, I feel. Do you know what? Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist / Diablo, I think would go really hard.
That
like
would be
hack and slash dungeon crawler.
That'd be pretty tough, actually. I really fuck with that idea. I like that. Yeah, Full Metal has so much to pull from for like a combat system that would be really interesting.
Yeah, because I feel like it's restricted enough that you don't get to the point where you can just do anything. Like a My Hero game is going to be so difficult because you have so many. A quirk is just fucking anything. Yeah. Whereas alchemy has limitations inherently. Mm-hmm. You know, and you can't do anything with it. Like, you know, flame alchemy. Like, yeah, you need the shit on your hand and shit and all that stuff. Like
the shit on your hand and shit.
Yeah, it requires regents.
Yeah.
You know, like you'd have to go out and collect things in the world to do your abilities properly and upgrade them and properly, like, you know, oh, I need this and this to unlock this ability and such. Whereas, you know, a quirk, it's like,
you can just do that.
I can just do that. And it's like, it doesn't work in a scaling game scenario.
What I want is One Piece, right? And I don't think this exists. Because I know there's a ton of One Piece games. I don't think it exists like this. It is a single player adventure RPG, okay, that's story based and like original. So it's not Luffy's, as the main character, you follow his through the arcs, Romance Dawn and Orange Town, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. It's a new story in the One Piece universe where you play as a character. And in my head, I'm picturing it sort of like, you know, like a Sekiro type third-person open-world combat RPG. And like, because I know a lot of people, when they think of like a One Piece game, like what would be the ideal One Piece game? Oh, MMO, open-world RPG, something where it's like, I think that fails for the same reason that you say My Hero game would fail. Devil Fruits don't scale very well gameplay-wise. They work in the story because they're purposefully planted there for the narrative. They wouldn't work in a game because you can just get a Devil Fruit that does anything, and they're just incredibly powerful. Yeah, you can have the scaling of maybe Haki, which would be great in this game. You can either choose, imagine this, a level tree. One side is the Devil Fruit, one side is Haki. Haki breaks into however many branches, you know?
That would be good.
I just think that would be so fun. Yeah. Like a Sekiro, Dark Souls, not like Dark Souls in like the highly difficult gameplay, but like in so much as it is a third person, partially open world, single player narrative RPG. I think that would be incredible.
See, have you heard of One Piece Odyssey that's coming out? Have you heard anything about One Piece Odyssey?
No.
Because it's very similar to what you're explaining.
Shit, really?
Yeah. That's why I was starting to laugh, because I was like, he's going to describe One Piece Odyssey, isn't he?
What is One Piece Odyssey?
So One Piece Odyssey, it is like, it's a story-based driven RPG that is third-person perspective. You play as Luffy, but you also play as every other Straw Hat.
Oh.
So, and there's certain sections. So, I was watching a gameplay trailer of it earlier, and there's certain sections where it's like, this tunnel is too small for us. Chopper, go through, and then you swap to Chopper. And Chopper
it's like Lego Star Wars.
It's like Lego Star Wars, where you swap characters and and like if there's like high sections that you need to get to, you use Luffy because he can spring up there, and they're in some sort of like place similar to Alabaster at the start or something, and it's like its own separate
so it's
story.
a unique story.
It's a unique story.
See, that's what I like. I like that.
And that seems to be coming true to life.
Awesome, yeah. Slightly different from what I'm thinking, because that's more of like a Lego Star Wars, which is very cool. I really fuck with that. But yeah, I like progression RPGs where like you level a character and stuff. But even so, I really fuck with that.
Yeah, no, it looks cool.
That might be cool. I'm just always frustrated at anime games because there's barely any good ones, and all the best ones are fighters.
Yeah, they're just fighting games.
Yeah. Like even you get like classic anime-based games like Tenkaichi Budokai on the Dragon Ball series, and all that is, it is a 2D, 2.5D fighting game. Yeah, where you fight through, like, even the story mode is just, it's the story from the show. You fight the characters from the show and you progress, and it's like, we've done this 1 billion times.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different ways you could take a game like that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, do you know what else would be really good in just a Sekiro? In actually making it Dark Souls like.
What's that?
Where it's really, really difficult.
Berserk?
Oh,
that is true.
You are just man with big sword.
I will say Dark Souls
things.
publicly is very inspired by Berserk and the characters and the scenes and stuff that happens in that, like some of the Dark Souls games.
Yeah.
So that it seems like a natural fit.
Yeah.
Like that license, they must be able to get that license.
Yeah. Surely.
Well, they're not doing anything with it.
No.
He's dead. R.I.P. Because it's an incredible story and incredible world, and highly important piece of media. But like they're not doing anything with it right now. You know what I mean?
They're finishing it, aren't they?
Oh, actually, you might be right. I think I did hear about that. I'm
it,
talking on my ass again. Once again, proving myself to be one of the least qualified anime podcasters of all time.
Yeah, they're finishing because I think it was either his son or his understudy or something is picking up the sort of remaining arcs that were done and just putting them to production. That will be awesome. I just read in chat, for those listening who forgot, we are streaming this live on twitch.tv/shwabadi. Someone in chat just said Chainsaw Man dating sim, and in my head I clicked that and went, haha, that's silly, and then thought about it for a second and was like, wait a minute. That's kind of fire.
You work at the Tokyo Devil Hunter like HQ.
Yeah.
You work there as like someone who's just like on the base level, right? You're a human. You do like the chores, you do the paperwork, but you meet all the characters from the series and you have to run. Bro, wait a minute. That is a hot idea.
Can you I'm just like instantly in my head I'm picturing like it's sort of like an empty corridor, and it starts to like flash and you hear crashing sounds, and then just Kobeni fades into the picture with like a milkshake down her head.
It's so good.
That's so good. God. That's actually a really good
Who
idea.
would be your romance option in the Chainsaw Man dating sim?
Well, Kobeni would be a romance option. Obviously.
No, I mean, who would be yours? I'm saying like almost every character is dateable.
Oh, okay.
Except for those that the story obviously makes inaccessible. But
I can fix her. I can.
No, you cannot.
I can.
No, you cannot.
Power.
You cannot fix power.
You can. I can.
You're going for power?
Yeah. Incredible.
I mean, Anime Only watches one of my character choice, but it's not a spoiler to say who it is. It is the Angel Devil. You've seen him in the opening already, and he's incredible.
Yeah.
Peak character.
You just need gloves.
True, I guess.
Yeah. You just need a full gimp suit and a condom.
Oh my god. Sorry, for those who don't know the Angel Devil, this is not a spoiler, so don't worry. It's just the Angel Devil's power when they are introduced is explained. That basically they inflict damage by making physical contact with you. So if you wanted to date them, I guess you would just need to just wear your marigolds and just, I
mean, Rogue has a boyfriend. Marvel.
Can she not control her power?
No. Hers is she touches and...
You just got to have like a roller cling film ready for whenever you want to smooch.
Basically, yeah.
That's hilarious. But anyway.
There's also...
Chainsaw Man dating sim. Fuck, that is such a good idea, dude.
There's also a character in Misfits, the hit British sitcom.
Yes.
Where whenever this girl touches someone, they become ravenously horny. And it's a similar issue because she can't find true love because she doesn't know whether they just want her because of her power or because they actually like her. It's tough.
That is tough.
Someone also said Kakagurui game. Do you mean poker? Do you mean any gambling game that they play in the show?
It's just, one of
like
those
the
like
Queen's Gambit game.
No, like one of those like 10 games in one, like that you get for the DS. It's just that, but they call it Kakagurui.
It's just like poker, blackjack,
checkers.
Yeah. 24 card pickup. Go fish.
But also, to be fair, they do play some fucking weird, obscure games
in
Kakagurui. It's like, oh, you don't know about this game?
Yeah.
It's taken from the northern Japanese islands folklore from the 1800s.
Kakagurui game, not a thing.
Already exists.
In
several forms.
Yeah, in several forms. Yeah. Oh, I think we got some good ones out of that.
I think we do. Yeah. Fuck. When I said in episode 1 that this podcast is just like an idea tank for $1 million ideas, I wasn't kidding, dude.
No.
Like, if you are an entrepreneur listening to the podcast, you are gonna make so much money. We should label this as a business podcast
We really should.
on Spotify.
Yeah. People can make a lot of money.
Yeah,
us.
I did have one more thing as well.
Okay.
Further to my questions, I have my returning segment. I brought a thing.
Ah,
Do you want to see my thing?
Oh, do I?
My thing this week is Cadbury's Dairy Milk.
No, it's these. I forgot about these.
We bought these a while ago, and I'm not sure if you can
did.
see that on the camera, but this is Dairy Milk Mystery Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's number 1 and number 2. They are numbered. So the shop, I don't even know if they're still selling these because we bought these like 6 weeks ago, 7.
Yeah.
We bought 2, so here's yours. There's number 1 and number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing with this is, I guess they were running a sort of competition. It's probably not live anymore, but there's 2 different bars here, mystery bars. So it's dairy milk chocolate filled with a mystery filling. You need to guess what the flavor is, and if you guessed it correctly, you enter a prize draw type thing, right? I think the prize draw is closed right now, but let's just do it for fun.
Yeah.
Now the mystery filling does seem to be white. From
Sneaky milk bar.
Not sneaky milk, not sneaky milk bar. So I just want to get all of the cum bar jokes out of the way. Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll just start with mystery bar number 1 and see.
Sure. See if we can guess.
See if we can guess what it is. I mean, I hope it should be nice. It's dairy milk. It's not going to be unpleasant. You know what I mean? It's not like the mystery beans or whatever.
Depends.
It's just chocolate. That's all you can.
It smells,
oh wait, no.
It smells. Yeah.
It smells fruity.
Yeah, I thought it smelled fruity. I think this is going to be some sort of strawberry. Some sort of strawberry.
Like strawberry
filling.
chocolate. Mm. Off rip, it kind of tastes like Kinder. Oh, but now I'm getting a bit of fruit. Mmm.
That's weird, man.
It's not.
Wait.
Oh. It's not unpleasant.
Fuck, what is that? I've tasted that
This
before.
is so familiar. This is very familiar.
I've tasted that before. People are guessing without tasting.
It's so
which
funny
is
that we said
hilarious.
fruit and people are just like naming every fruit they can think of.
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
What pineapple
Dragon
chocolate
fruit.
have you ever had?
Lychee. No, I've had this before.
Yeah, so have I. I've tasted this, but I think I've tasted it in like a selection box to where I didn't like buy it specifically.
Yeah, this is a fruit that I have already tasted paired with chocolate, so it's not something crazy.
No. Fuck.
Oh, that's gonna drive me mad.
Yeah.
It's not bad though.
Oh, it's not bad.
To be honest, it's not.
If I had to say instantly, it's like some kind of like maybe it's raspberry.
Raspberry. I was gonna say it's like almost strawberry-esque, but not quite.
Yeah.
So raspberry would make sense.
I think maybe raspberry.
Oh, like not blueberry. Let me get the filling by
No,
itself. Hold on.
It's not blueberry for sure.
I'm having just the filling.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It's mad because it's so familiar.
Yeah.
Like this isn't like some unusual random flavor they've pulled.
No,
This is
I have tasted this before. Where is it?
Where is it?
Blueberry, blackberry, mixed berry. I mean, you don't really get mixed berry chocolate.
Well, it is
It's
a
definitely a
mystery bar, so it could be like they
True.
could pull something like a mixed berry, right?
True. It is. I think it's raspberry.
It's for sure a berry, for sure. I think it might be like a mixed berry, like some sort of hybrid, either 2 different berries or some sort of blend. But for sure, berry. Raspberry is a good one, but not unpleasant. I like that. I want to know actually before we start bar number 2. I'm gonna see if these answers are online already because, like I said, it's been like a month.
Check it after
Oh,
number 2,
you're
just
right.
in case like both
You're
come
right.
up at the same time.
All right. Let's crack open number 2.
All right. Number 2. What will you do to my taste buds? It's a bit melted.
Oh,
that is strong.
I was gonna say this is a much stronger smell.
Instantly.
Do you know what this smells like?
This smells like jelly of some sort.
No. It smells like pineapple.
Pineapple was my instant thought, but then I thought blue raspberry.
Ooh. All right. I'm going in. That's so much stronger.
Right. If that one's not raspberry, this one is. Yeah. They're both very fruity.
You know what? It's crazy. Bar 1 and Bar 2, they taste like they're a very similar flavor. Bar 2 is just stronger.
Yeah. This one I think is blue raspberry. Because I know my blue raspberry. I love blue raspberry. I would be remiss if I didn't call blue raspberry for that one.
You know, I'm very tempted to agree with you.
Yeah. And this one, I don't know about raspberry anymore.
Just for the sake of variety, though, I'm going to say number 2 is blueberry.
Okay.
All right, let's see if these answers are online.
Yeah.
Cadbury Mystery Bar 1. Let's see. Oh, scroll to reveal the mystery flavors of Bar 1 and 2.
Okay, here we go.
5. Oh, there's a countdown on the website. It goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as you're scrolling. Bar number 1? Bar number 1 is rhubarb and custard.
What? There it
Bite
is.
it again. Bite it again.
No, you're right. Yeah. I think the chocolate
throws you off a bit.
Weird. Yeah, it throws you off, but yeah. Tasting that flavor before, because I used to love the little rhubarb and custard sweets that you get in like the corner shop and
One
stuff.
of my favorite sweets. Number 2 is blue raspberry.
Yes, let's fucking go. I'm a
He
genius. I know my blue raspberry.
You do. Wow, that's actually very impressive.
I'm such a fan.
You're right though. As soon as you said it, I was like, "Fuck!" I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know my blue raspberry. Let's go. Very nice.
The second one, like the first one, to be honest, you could just say it's a chocolate bar, and I wouldn't even think twice about it. Like, oh, it's got a bit of a strange flavor, but it's a chocolate bar. Number 2 is a very distinct, very strong flavor, and it's very good.
No, I like that. Very weird to have in a chocolate bar. I'm not sure how well that would do market-wise.
Blue raspberry slushy.
In like a...
Well, I bet that's what this is. This mystery bar. It's just like a market test, isn't it?
Yeah.
They sell them as 1 and 2 mystery flavors. It's a competition. Guess what it is? But really, what they're trying to see is which one sells more.
Yeah.
1 or 2, because they're always sold together. Although the displays you see in the shops is always number 1 and 2.
Because once you know what it is, it's like, oh, I liked that.
Yeah,
I'll go
exactly.
back and buy that
So
one.
all they're trying to see is which one's going to sell more. I bet. It's good though.
It is good. Yeah.
There you go. I'm pleasantly surprised by my thing.
Yeah.
This week.
I'm not usually a fan of fruity chocolate.
No, I am specifically at Christmas. You know, you get the big selection tins with all the... Because it just makes me feel Christmassy.
Yeah. Orange and chocolate is the only exception.
Orange and chocolate's good. I like strawberry
But
cream.
I don't count orange as a fruit.
What do you mean you don't count orange as a fruit?
I don't count it as a fruit when it comes to chocolate. It's just a flavor of chocolate. Do you know what I mean? Like when you think chocolate and orange, it doesn't come up as fruit to me. When I think of like chocolate and strawberry, that comes up as fruit because you have them together separately. Like you can have a strawberry dipped in chocolate and eat it. You can't do that with an orange.
Why?
Oh, it's rancid. That would be awful.
But you love chocolate orange.
Can you imagine dipping a section of orange in chocolate and eating it?
Flavor-wise, I think it would be all right. It's the texture that's going to be an issue.
Yeah, exactly. It's not right. It's definitely not right. But yeah, I just don't picture them the same way.
Okay, I think I follow. I think I follow.
Yeah.
Decent though. I have no idea how long we've been recording for.
No, because it went off.
Accidentally.
The stream has been going on for an hour and 16 minutes, and I think we took about 10 minutes at the start.
Probably like 10, 15 minutes, yeah.
So I would like to finish off with a comment that I got. I'm unsure when I got this comment. This is the comment section, by the way. This is where we take a comment from one of our videos and we laugh at it because they are so funny. Whether that be a silly question or a silly phrase or anything like that. This is the latter. I don't know when I got this. I don't know what video it's from. I just have it saved on my PC. And the comment, it's 2 comments actually. And they are as follows. Me when my feet... My feet.
What? Me when my feet. My feet.
They are 2 separate comments. And they just feet is spelled F-F-E-E-T-T in the second one.
Okay.
That's why I say it so desperately.
You have reminded me that I do actually have a bad comments folder saved on my computer.
Oh, do you?
For just such an occasion. So let me
see.
read to you a couple of these bad comments that I have
Let's
saved.
go. We'll do two.
This one's fun. This one is, I don't know the context of this. It's just the screenshot of the comment out of context. But he said, y'all villain or evil are Fox.
True.
And let me say this again, but this time I'm going to enunciate the punctuation and extra spice he's thrown in here.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not apparent on first read. Y'all villain or evil apostrophe are Fox emoji, Fox laughing emoji. Y'all villain or evil are Fox.
Fox. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Where was this on?
I can only assume
Like a Jinchuriki?
something to do with Fox, Ninetail Fox.
Ninetail Fox, maybe?
No fucking idea.
No fucking clue. No.
This one is more clear to tell sort of where the origin of this comment comes from. He says, Sussy murderer. And then replies to himself, murderer is the imposter.
I need to leave the internet. I need to just get away from everything for like a good while. Sussy murderer.
Yeah.
Murderer is the imposter.
Murderer is the
Was
imposter.
murderer even sussy or the imposter? I feel like he was very upfront with his killings and things that he wanted to do.
Yeah. No, it's giving the energy of like murderer being like, I'm gonna kill everyone, and being like, I caught you in 4K.
Yeah.
Bro, you're so sussy
You're
right
so
now.
sus-
It's like, no, I literally want to kill everyone. I'm a villain. Bro, you're so sus. You're the imposter. No, I want to commit genocide.
Edo Tensei is the imposter.
Who is Edo Tensei? Bro, that clip lives in my fucking head rent free.
So good. Anyway, those have been the bad comments.
Those have been the bad comments.
This has been the gold mine that always is the NANICAST. We will share stocks.
Yes, if you use any of our ideas to start a business or some sort of entrepreneurial pursuit, we legally own the rights to it.
Yeah, all of them.
Trust me. Don't check the documentation. Just take my word for it. Please pay us.
And a big thank you to the people that made this live section of the NANICAST possible.
Yeah.
And a big thank you to all of us that joined here in the chat and have been enjoying this time along with us.
Yeah.
And thank you to the listeners who are listening post-stream.
Yeah, make sure to join the Shwabadi Discord channel because there is the NANICAST text channel in there where you can leave ideas, comments, questions, whatever you want to, or just talk about the show. I would love to know what you guys thought about it being streamed in this new setup. I hope the audio quality was up to scratch as compared to usual, and I hope you guys liked the visuals as well. But yeah, let us know, and I think that's going to be it for episode 5
It will.
of the NANICAST. Hopefully next episode, we can get like another guest on or something.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let us know suggestions for guests that you guys want to see. We are obviously prioritizing people that we can physically access and record with because we want to do this as a face-to-face table podcast. So
and
people
it's harder
in the
for
UK,
them to escape.
it is harder for them to run away once we've started filming. I didn't have anything to follow on from that. So that's going to be it from us. I've been Shwabadi. This has been
On a quest.
and y'all have been very kind. We'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.